All right, so we'll take a look at your lookups here. For dogs, what you have obviously is not working. And first of all, when you create a lookup, typically the data type is short text. It shouldn't be number. And when I went in and looked, this table that it's pulling data from should be the kennel category table instead of the dogs table. So there really is not going to be a way to fix this. The only thing we're going to have to do is kind of redo this. So we're going to go into the lookup wizard, hopefully. And we are going to pull values from another table. The table we want to pull the values from is the kennel category table. And they actually want the kennel category and the type displayed. So we're going to go ahead and click next. And it doesn't really matter, I don't think, if it's sorted or not, but we can go ahead and sort by type. And they do want the key column hidden. It is telling us that in the directions. Okay, if we don't hide the key column, that's where we see the actual category itself. But for this particular one, they do want it hidden. And so when you click on the list arrow, you are going to see the type. Okay, and so we're going to click on next. And then this is the field that we want it stored in, so we're going to click on finish. And we'll go ahead and say yes for saving, and you'll notice that it did make it short text. And then when we come over here, you'll see it is looking at the kennel category table, whereas yours was looking at the dog table. Okay, so this one should work. We're going to click on save, and we will go over here, and it is displaying the various choices. So this one is working now. Now, let's see. For the next one, they want us to look up the customer number in the dog owner table. And this time they do want the key shown. It says to remove the check mark. So let me see what we've got going on here for customer. Okay, well, this one is better than what you had before, but they also want the name displayed, so not just the number. So let's go back to design view here. This one is better. It's a lot closer to what you needed. It still isn't quite right because they do want the name displayed, okay? But it is, you are pulling the data from the correct table. Dog owners is correct. So to fix this, again, this is one that we'd probably have to redo. Okay, so this is going to be a little harder because it's part of relationships, it looks like. We can actually fix it in here. It's not going to be as easy. Okay, to fix it in here, we need to add the first name and the last name. We need to basically add 2 more columns to this. So we've got the first column. We're going to do a comma. Whoop. Definitely do not want to make typos when you're doing this. Then we do the name of the table and a bracket, a dot, and then the name of the field, which is going to be F name. And you do need to be very careful that you're using the correct spelling, correct upper and lower case. And then let's do a comma. And then we're going to do the name of the table again. And a dot. Now we're going to do L name. And there is a space in there, which is good. And I believe they want it sorted not by customer number. Let's double click on that. They want it sorted by last name. All right, so that is going to display 3 columns. It's going to sort it by last name. So that is correct. We also need to adjust this. The column count is not 1 anymore. Now we have 3. The column widths. So for the first column, we have 1 inch. Put in a comma. We'll make the second one 1 inch, comma. And the third one will also make 1 inch. Hopefully that will be good. And now that we've added some inches here, the entire width is no longer 1, it is 3, right? Because we have 3 columns, each are 1 inch. So now the total width is 3 inches. So this should work as long as there's no typos. So we're going to click on Save. We're going to go back over here. And this is how it should look. Okay, it's displaying the name. It's not going to be changing, you know, the number at all. Okay, so if we choose 100, which is what it was, it's still going to be storing 100. It's just a little bit more user-friendly because it's got the first and last name in there. So that fixes the 2 problems that are in the dog table. Now it looks like we basically need that same customer choice in our reservation table. So let's see what we've got in there. All right, so this is going to be a little easier if you're comfortable with copy and paste. So let's go back over here. We're going to highlight this whole thing. We're going to press Control and C to copy it. And we're going to go to reservations. I'm going to choose customer number. And let's highlight what you have for the select line here. We're going to press Control and V as in Victor, because that will paste. And we have 3 columns. First column is 1 inch, comma, second is 1 inch, comma, third is 1 inch. So the entire number of inches for the width is going to be 3. And we're going to save. And then let's go over and click here. And that's exactly how it should look. Oop, I think we forgot to do this. Nope, the sorting is going to be by last name. Yeah, this is correct now. So that will fix those 3 lookups that you needed to do.